Hello everybody, hello and welcome! My name is Jake and welcome to Dream, Create, Play! Yeah, it's not the most imaginative name for your game, but it is an alpha test, so most likely it is just not going to be the actual name, you know? Well, I think it's still better than just placeholder! Or is it? It might be actually a little bit funny. But hey, this alpha test revolves clearly around worlds and players. And if you want to come and test it out, you should really join the Social Firsts Discord. And, well, there you will find all the necessary information for you to join the game. Let's see what's new in this alpha test and what can we expect. I recorded with my phone, so the screen resolution is a little bit weird. So that's the reason, so hopefully you don't mind. I hope as well that they will add a PC version as fast as possible for YouTubers and live streamers and everything like that. It makes it so much easier, but hey, this is what we have at the moment. Hub, World Finder, World Manager, and Settings. So those are the buttons in the main menu. First, we are going to check out the Hub World. And I guess this would be something like a pixel station in Pixel Worlds. And here we have a couple of portals in the beginning. On the left side, we have some parkours, and on the right side, we have some footballs. Now, the UI. So, the top left, first button, clearly, chat log. And the next button on the left side is, well, where you can write stuff, so just, hello! Next is expressions, and here we still get the same expressions as we have gotten in the past tests, so nothing really new here. The movement and action button. Did you notice? We have 3 buttons on the right side, and this is so exciting. We got punch, jump, and action buttons. It's interesting to me that they took the action button and separated on its own. I got to talk to the developers a little bit. Master Bruce said that there is a specific reason why there is this action button. This is a very good idea. But now, let's go test some games with the developers. And before we start, I gotta say, it took me ages to figure out that you have to punch the ball. It took me ages to learn that, and I felt so embarrassed when I finally figured it out. So, but anyway, we got to play the game with Master Bruce and not Minmo, and I got to test out the game a little bit with Endless and Dev, but the file corrupted, and I lost all that footage, so you guys don't get to see that, but yeah. So anyway, we still got to test it out with these guys. Thank you very much. But here we are testing out the football type of a game or handball, I would guess, because you have to punch it, and we had so much fun. Especially in this type of game, it's clear. You need other players to play this game with you, and if you don't, it's going to be lonely first, but this like really needs other people. Well, it's an MMO. So who could have guessed you need other players? I have to mention about the physics. The balls, they work really well. Right now, at least with just a couple of guys that I've been able to test it with, the physics and everything, how it works together, it feels so fluid and it feels so real time. And I hope to hear what you guys will think about it when you get to test it out. I also got to test the parkours out with the devs, and I suck at parkour. But still, I'm so happy I get to announce that I'm not the worst. I'm not the worst. Master Bruce is even more worse than I am. Also, the devs promised that if there's a lot of cool worlds, those might actually end up in the world rotation. So, when you create cool worlds, write them into the description. Let's go test them out. And by the way, tell me how well you do in these like parkours or whatever. It was so hard for me to get good scores in them. I think the best one like was silver for me, but if you get a gold, like, and you record it, write the link into the comments and let's go check it out. But yeah, these types of worlds, they are very interesting, you know, with the times, bronze, silver, and gold medals, etc. And I wonder and I hope that you get to have those in your own worlds. Next thing, let's go check out the World Finder a little bit. It looks a little bit plain, but once again, it's just the alpha version. So let's not be too harsh. Catastrophic failure imminent is the world that I chose to go with. A world by Unelias. Like this time in this test, my phone did get a little bit hot, I have to say. But all the world loading times and the performance was really good. Maybe it is because I'm recording at the same time. But I'm running Galaxy S21 Plus, so not the latest, but still a pretty powerful phone. But anyway, the performance was very good. But let's see, I hope that it is not going to be as hot in the future, but I'm like repeating myself. It's an alpha test, so let's give a little bit. Let's give a little bit of forgiveness here. One thing that I noticed, especially for me, were the button locations. They were a little bit bad on the left side on parkour. Maybe it is something that I get like. It's just going to get better once you play or something. But I wish I could like change the location of the buttons a little bit. But hey, I'm so happy that I got to finish the parkour at least. But next, it's time to create a world and see if there are any changes there. So, my name, of course, name of the world is going to be Jail. Altogether, I have not seen tons of like new features. It's more like these features are more refined that we have seen in the past, and everything is much more solid. It's actually a very good thing. It is clear that they did not want to show us a lot of like new features or other things like that. They are saving those, for example, how to gather the items, etc. But by the way, I have to admit, the songs, yes, they are good. So we get different types of music, and the song choices here, yep. I also hope that, well, now you just can toggle them. But in the future that they would be somehow collectible. I think they should be able to do that quite easily. But I hope that they put it in from the get-go, because in Pixel Worlds, for example, you didn't get to collect or unlock different songs or anything like that, but it would be super cool. On the left, we have chat on the edit mode, and I just realized what it means. Do you guess it? So, of course, why would you have chat when you are building the world unless you get to build the world with everybody else as well? So that's super cool. So you get to build the worlds with your friends. I hope. We still don't know. Well, of course, we could have guessed it already, but yeah. We still don't know how you will be able to share blocks, props, or other items and how that will work. But if we stay in the spirit of Growtopia and Pixel Worlds, then you should somehow be able to, you know, of course, collect items. And then would they be able to use their own items or your items? Well, I don't think your items will work. So both of them would have to have their own items. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how they plan to do that. Will they do it and go in the same spirits as it was done in Growtopia and Pixel Worlds, or will they do something else? While I was building, I noticed the same thing like I did in the previous tests, that, you know, main and back buttons here at the bottom, you know, when you toggle them, it doesn't change the items on the right side, and I wish they would. It would be so much easier to jump between, you know, the main items and the back items just by having a toggle here, or for example, some physics items, or you know, just something like that. It would be so cool if they would be doing something like that, but yep. Anyway, and also, why can't I place entrances on top of doors? Fix it! Fix it! I need it! But yeah, in general, we have some UI changes, especially the save button and everything right here. And I think the biggest is the chat, but also the test and save buttons. definitely. There was also autosave option in the menus. I did not test it out a lot, but maybe in the future the manual save option will just disappear. Also, I have to say, some criticism. The prop item window, especially on a phone, it seems a little bit small, and I wish I would have been able to expand it like what? But at least on my phone, I would have been able to do it so easily. Still, in the end, building the world was easy and quite fast, and you guys will be able to create a lot of cool stuff, and I can't wait to see what you guys will be building. This alpha test is clearly geared towards testing the servers and player interactions. Of course, like creating the worlds as well, but I think more of that sort. We don't have a lot of mind-blowing crazy new features, more like, okay, well, this is more well-rounded test, and I guess alpha test from pre-alphas, I would probably expect it, but the next we are going to need something very new. There's a lot of things that they have not opened the box of worms, so to speak. So this time we get the hub world and also ways to play together. It's going to be very interesting to see how players will react to this and all the, what different type of worlds that everybody will be able to build. And now, of course, more people get to test this out as well than last time. So I guess they also hope that almost everybody gets in. But anyway, go to their Discord. Go to Social First Discord. I will leave links in the description so you can go there and learn how you can get to test it out and play. Come back here, let us know what you thought about it. But before we end, there's still a pretty big elephant in the room that no one has addressed yet. Like I mentioned before, we're still missing fundamental features like inventory, character customization, items, and how to obtain them. Anyway, we're not gonna get answers right now, we have to wait for them, but we shall see. I wonder how long they plan to keep us waiting for those. Maybe in the beta. I think they need to do it in the beta. But anyway, those are the main things. I'm really loving what I see. I hope you are as well. Let me know in the comments what you think. And without further ado, I'll see you in Dream, Create, Play. Well, that doesn't really work, does it? No, it doesn't. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.